Today is about my mother and baseball, or let's say ball back in the 60s and the 70s. You didn't have to say what kind back then. It was, you know, if it was spring, summer, it was baseball, and if it was late summer and fall, it was football. You didn't have to differentiate, not down here in, you know, small county Alabama. And anyway, clearly, you know, tomboy here. All they had for little girls was pageants and being cheerleader, which I had to suffer through as a pee-wee cheerleader for three years. And I mean, it was through fighting, struggling. I was scared to death of my mother. My mother's in the least bipolar, antisocial behaviors, probably criminally insane, who knows. But I was not scared to show my just disdain for doing anything perceived feminine, you know, whatever. And of course, she was just dumbfounded. She was the queen of the United States. Y'all may not know that. And certainly of our county, she was. So, you know, when we went anywhere, we were all dressed up. My mother made clothes. I mean, honestly, it would have been absolutely fabulous for some little girl who wanted to wear that. When I got in the fourth grade, there was no TG&Y. We might have had TG&Y by then, but we started to go to the clothing store to get clothes, and we had to go on the men's, boys side for me to try on jeans. My mother was so embarrassed. But honey, I put on that pair and I hadn't taken them off since. But anyway, so we're going to a baseball game that my brother was in. Now me, that's all I ever wanted to do. I just wanted to play me some baseball. And David could have cared less. You know, he was one of those, he didn't want to be out there. He did not want to be out. And think about it. There was no T-ball. There's no coach pitch. There was nothing. It was just, you know, other kids chunking stuff at each other's heads. And, you know, we had some big heads. It probably only just fit right here. My poor brother, even though they had an ear guard, it was going to hit him in the ear, you know, if he got hit by it. But anyway, so we get to the game, and, you know, I'm there, and Mama, it's surprising that she's there. It's almost beneath her stature to, you know, affiliate at a baseball game, but David was playing. And so we're sitting there in the bleachers, and I look down on the side, and they're playing cup ball. Cup ball is when you get a Coca-Cola cup and wad it up, and you throw that. You know, it's just a bunch of kids, the ones that could play, you know, that weren't unallowed to play or couldn't, too young, too old, too afflicted. You know, back then you could be afflicted. Oh, you're not on the team, you're afflicted, you have something wrong with your leg, no, you can't be on our team. But anyway, I'm looking down there salivating, you know, oh, there's ball, I can play some ball. So I'm like, you know, can I go down there? And my mother's like, you know, I see her looking down there, turning her nose up. You know, these people are beneath our station that I want to go play with. And she's like, okay, you can go down there, but don't you dare go behind those bleachers. There are child molesters, and there are hippies down there that will grab your arms and shoot you up with drugs. So don't you dare. I'm going to be watching you. Don't you even peek back there. Don't you dare look, because I'll come down there. I will kill you in front of all those kids, because I don't give a about any of them. So I proceed to start going down there, and I start taking my shoes off. Oh, no, young lady, what are you doing? We are not porch trash. You do not take your shoes off. We are out in the public. Don't you take your shoes off. Now, I don't know what porch trash was. Honestly, I still don't. To me, the bigger your porch, you know, maybe the more well off. And in my mother's mind, I'm pretty sure it meant you could have more couches and washers and dryers on your porch. And come to think of it, we never sat on ours. Now, we did have Porch Creek in us, and I didn't know about the porch part until much later, and I was embarrassed to say that. I remember thinking, that's a letdown, that's a put down, you know. And so I never told anybody. It's P-O-A-R-C-H, but honest to goodness, for all I know, that's probably what the slight was. You're like a Porch Creek Indian out there. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me for my mother to be a bigoted, racist, you know, and anybody else, especially in that time, about your own heritage. But anyway, I get ready, you know, to go down there, and you know, I'm excited. Now, I am going to take my shoes off when I get down there, because I've had my life threatened. And that's what they do. They fill your mind with all this stuff, how they're going to kill you, in which ways they're going to kill you, all this stuff, so that they don't ever have to look at you again. You go down there, and they think you're scared to death, and so you're never going to do anything. Because right before I left, she told me, she's like, if you drag one iota of that Alabama red dirt up in my car, go ahead and just tell your brother goodbye. I'm going to open that back door. I'm going to pull you up by your hair. I'm going to run over you in that parking lot. Not even Jesus can save you.